Hello friends, welcome back to the series of tenses. And in this video, today we will learn, as you know, that is future continuous tense part 7. And in this part, today I will take your brain exam. Okay, the brain exam actually means that is today we will just practice a little bit about future continuous tense. Today we will observe that how much we have gained our knowledge. That is because we also did the many types of rules, and also we also did the exercises. So I hope that is it was supposed to do the all answers through these questions. So I hope that is you will do it, and when you feel that is you are facing problems, you can watch the video again, no problem. By doing this, you will be expert in your English. Okay, but by the way, no more talking. Let's get started. The practice of future continuous tense. So look at the board, everyone. Remember the rule. Today we will just practice. That is what we have learned, what we have gained, our knowledge. Remember, I have already told you every tenses I have divided into the 3 sections. One section on positive, negative, and question. Okay, so let's move on the board. That is positive. So here we can see in the future simple tense, I have written this in the future simple tense, and I want to see that is how can you transform it into future continuous tense. So let's see. I will read. What it will be? Yes, I will be. Yes. Remember the rule. I will be reading. So, I will read, I will be reading. It becomes the future continuous. They will paint. What it will be? They will be painting. Okay, painting. They will paint, they will be painting. Okay, so it's the positive here. So next we have already understood this, and then we can move on. That is, we will be driving to the city. Now the sentences are in the future continuous into the positive. Why? Because we had to do it into the negative. Okay, so how can we transform it into the negative? We will be driving to the city. As we know, there are 2 forms of negative during the future continuous tense. Okay, any kinds of future. That is, when you do it, you can say 2 ways. That is, will not be or won't be. Okay, because will not be is too formal and won't be is informal. So let's do this with the formal one. We will be driving to the city. What else we can say? We can just add the not. So here we can just to do it into the formal one. Then we can add not. Not. Then our sentence becomes negative. We will not be driving to the city. And the next is, she will be cooking dinner tonight. Okay, so in this case, we will do it into the informal. So when we want to do it into the informal during the negative, we can use won't. Okay, won't. Won't means what? These will not. Same. Won't. Won't be. She won't be cooking dinner tonight. So it's the negative one. So here during this we can use both ways. Then the next is question. Now we will move on with the question, and here we are watching that is during the question we have to follow the two forms. One is positive and another one is negative. So let's see. So what's here? So here we can see that is Sarah will be traveling next week. So we have to add this sentence into the positive. So how can you to do that? How can you do it? Remember, when you do any kind of sentence into the positive, you have to put before the word of subject. So here our subject is Sarah, so we must put the word will before the word of Sarah. So here it changes its order. Then it's like this. Will Sarah be traveling next week? Then it becomes the what? The positive one, okay? During the question. And the next is, will David be joining the meeting? So it's the negative one. So here we have to do it into the negative. Okay, so we can just do that is, we can use the informal that. We can use not. So it's the informal, if we say like this. Will David not be joining the meeting? It's the negative form of question. We are asking someone by using the future continuous tense about someone. Okay, will David not be joining the meeting? So it's the negative ones. And here I have used the informal one. Okay, but if you want to use it, if you want to say in the, it is in the informal, it is the formal one. Okay, will David not be joining the meeting? It's the formal one. But if I want to use the informal one, then I can cut the word of will. Then I can say the word of won't. Okay, won't means the same. Won't means the same, the word of not. Okay, the won't means the same, the word of not. So when you say the word of won't, you don't have to say the word of not, because there's no need to say. But absolutely, when you will use the word of will, you have to use the word of not if you want to make it into the sentence the negative form. Okay, so I hope you have understand the formal and informal the differences. Okay, these two differences during negative form of question. So I hope you have get it. And now let's jump into the question word. Okay, so during the question, we will use both of forms. One is positive and another one is negative. Here I have written this. So let's see some examples. Okay, so I hope you have get it. That is when we question, we generally use the WH words, or you can say WS question. And during these, we are used to use both forms of in question, that is positive and negative, because our sentences are like this. So let's see. Mark will be studying at 6. So it's a question about Mark. So here our WH word starts with what time. Okay, so here I have just written this to make you understand step by step. So here we can write here, first of all we can transform it into positive. So here we can write will. What time will? Then our subject, our major task is to find out the subject if you want to make it the negative. So what is the subject here? My eyes are looking for that. Here I have to get the subject, and that is Mark. Okay, what time will Mark? Then I can put the word of be studying. Then I can write the verb, that is studying. Okay, so what time will Mark be studying? Okay, we don't need to write the time marker, because here we have asked with this question what time, and when you answer this, we can get the time, and that is at 6. Okay, I hope that is you have get it. So what time will Mark be studying? Okay, it's the positive ones. But if we want to make negative, what should we do? Okay, so I have already told you there are two ways we can make it into the negative. So I can do this sentence with one way, okay, the formal ones, and that is I can add the not here. Then my sentence will be like this. What time will Mark not be studying? Okay, it's the negative. The positive sentence becomes negative. Okay, so here I have understand. And then next focus on this. Emma will be swimming from 3 to 4 p.m. Okay, so here our W's question starts with the word of when. So how can we inform it? When we can put will. When will, then what else can we put? Emma. When will Emma, okay, Emma be? When will Emma be? Then we can write the verb here, swimming. Swimming. Okay, so here we have already get when will Emma be swimming? Okay, so here if we ask this question to someone, then that person, or it can be anything, they can answer like this: Emma will be swimming from 3 to 4 p.m. Okay, then we can get the answer by using the W's question, and our W's word is that is when. Okay, that is when. Okay, when will Emma be swimming? Okay, so it's the positive form by using W's question. Now we will try to understand the negative form. Okay, if we try to understand the negative form, here our firstly our previous sentence I have used the formal ones of the negative, and in this case I can use the informal one. So here if we want to try and make it into the informal, we can just make it, or we can just add the word of won't. Okay, we can cut the will and then we can add won't. Okay, won't. Then our sentence will be like this: when won't Emma be swimming? Okay, when won't Emma be swimming? So it's like this. Our sentence is like this. So say with me: what time will Mark not be studying? And same here: when won't Emma be swimming? Okay, these are the two cases. Okay, and this is the one case. It's formal. It's the formal of negative, and it's the informal of negative. But if you want to make into the informal, and if you want to make into the formal one, then no problem. We can also say it like this: what time won't Mark be studying? On that time you can add the word of not. And in this case, if you want to say, you can say this: when will Emma not be swimming? Okay, so we can use the both two ways. And if you follow only the one way, that is formal ones, or if you want to use the informal, no problem. Okay, so I hope that is you have already understand this case, because we have learned step by step about future continuous tense, and it's our practice lesson. I have created this to make you remember again, because you have just learned the new rules, but if you forget this, then you will be in trouble. Okay, so no problem. So our video is finished. So if you like this video, just like, comment, share, and follow my video, everyone. And thanks for watching my video. See you in the next video, everyone, and bye for now.